probably record this. Hi guys. I just hopped on real quick. I just want to tell you that we will have a guest speaker in 2 weeks from tonight. Breezy is her name, and it's going to be on October 28th at 6 p.m. So get that on your calendars, okay? Okay. So I have just been like exploding in my head with all this stuff. It's like you go to leadership, and I don't know if you know what leadership is, but it's just the top % of the company are there. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. And then you come home and you're like, what do I do? It's like, oh my gosh, I took 17 pages of notes. I don't know what to do, right? So just know that I'm thinking about all this stuff, and I wanted to wait for the team call to kind of put it into perspective, all the different stuff that I learned. So today's call is going to be a little bit about leadership, and then another call I listened to, which I think is going to really blow your mind about what we should be posting more of, which I've taken into heart, and I've kind of been changing the way that I post. Okay. So first things first, I need to give a shout out to the people that I just gave a shout out on my wall. Just know if you have no clue what this means, you will, because I'm making a video. I'm going to explain to you exactly what organizational leader means, team leader, business builder, business starter. Business starter means they made the 3 months and why can I success? I can't think of the name. 3 months in a row of Success Club when they were first coach. Please remind me with Success Starter. Oh my gosh. Thank you. And then it grows as you become like with each rung. It's more volume on your weak leg. It's making more money each week. It's signing more coaches. It's helping your coaches make Success Club. It really is a leader ladder. And to become a team leader and an organizational leader, you really should be looking at kind of what the next rung is and kind of what you want, what you need to do in order to get to that next rung. If you're a business builder, it means that you're signing coaches, you're at least an Emerald coach, and you're kind of building your team in the right direction. And then like a team leader is like thousands of more volume points. And so I'll break that down in a video for you, because I think that how are you supposed to know where you're headed if you don't know what the different rungs mean, right? And then it's obviously absolutely incredible. We have an organizational leader, Sarah. So congratulations, Sarah. And just know that that's a lot of work and a lot of hustle and a lot of volume. And you have to be like signing a ton of coaches and doing all this stuff. And I want you to know that every one of you can be there. So just know that that's what that is for. And I wanted to make sure that I give a shout out to the team. I realized when I posted it, Stephanie's name was the only name that was highlighted. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I'm working on these. That was a Pick Monkey post. It takes me like over an hour to make these pictures. So I'm trying the best that I can. Okay. So what do I have for you, my beautiful children, today? Okay, so I want to talk to you a little bit about like leadership, okay? So you show up and you're so excited. Oops, I mute someone. I love all of you, but I'm going to mute you all. Okay, done. Holla back, y'all, okay? If you have a question, post below in the chat section. So you go and you show up and it's the best of the best. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about what another Vito whatever his name is. His name's Vito. He's a coach that did a presentation. I'll post his speech because I think it was so powerful. But a little bit about confidence, okay? So you're surrounded by all these amazing people. I'm going to be very vulnerable with you right now, okay? You feel like a little fish in a big pond. I started to feel like that. I started to ask myself when I first arrived, do I deserve to be here? Okay. Am I good enough to be here? I'm only a 5-star diamond. The person sitting next to me is a 15-star. Or you start to compare and you start to get trapped into this business. And it's so easy to do. And it's so easy to get caught up on Facebook and do that same thing, because I've caught myself doing that. And so basically what Vito talked about, which was exactly what I needed at that exact time, is that confidence is a choice. And that you got to choose every single day to wake up and say, you know what? I like me. I'm good. I'm worth it. It's deciding to approach life and this business with confidence and making that choice every single day. And sometimes you got to teach yourself and remind yourself. So we talked about something called the confidence alarm, which he had all of us take out our phones, which I'm going to have you all do before the end of the call, okay? You're going to take out your phone and you're going to set a reminder. And your alarm is going to say, I am amazing, I am beautiful, or whatever you struggle with. Or let's say, I am confident, okay? I love myself. I am worth it. I'm a 15-star diamond coach. I'm an amazing mom. Whatever it is, I'll show you. Like mine is at 9 a.m. every morning, and it wakes up and it makes me smile. Like I literally, it goes. I mean, it doesn't wake me up because I'm awake, obviously, by that time. But he said to do. Can you see that? You probably can't see it. It says, mine just says, be more confident, because you got to remind yourself you got to be more confident. So it's a reminder. Okay, you have to own it, you guys. No one else is like you. And I was looking around in the room, and when I was sitting there, and I was like, oh my gosh, some people took an hour to get ready today. Some people did their hair and they look amazing. There are some beautiful Beachbody coaches, let me tell you. And then I look to my left, and then there's a girl that hasn't showered in 24 hours. And I was like, yes. And then there's me that's like trying to figure out why I'm there. And I had to decide that no one else was like me in that moment, that God created me to be me, and no one else can duplicate myself. You have to learn how to step into your confidence, okay? And no one can do that for you. And that it's a choice. Know that people sometimes aren't going to connect with me. They don't get me. They don't understand why I have a messy house half the time. They don't understand why I'm stepping on sticky floors, because to them, that would just crawl on their skin. But to other people, they relate to that and they understand that. And you need to understand that someone's not going to relate to me, but they're going to relate to you and all your perfect moments or your imperfections, okay? So the problem is that we get on Facebook, then we have this thing I call the mind trick ninja that we pull on ourselves. We're like sitting there, we're like, okay, I'm going to post this. This is going to be awesome. This is going to be the holla. Oh, notification, click. Oh my gosh, how did she go diamond? Hell no, she didn't go diamond. Oh my gosh, like I don't even like her. She is not even cute. Like what is going on? Like, oh my gosh, I don't get it. Like I don't get it. And then you get into your head, or it's like, oh my gosh, you see a picture and you're like, that's a really good picture. She is really pretty. Is that why she's a better coach than me? Is that why this is happening? Oh my gosh, she's so organized. Look at my office. I have nothing in a row. You get my point, okay? The problem is we get on Facebook and we start to pull this mindset ninja on ourselves, and we start to compare, and we suddenly chip away at our confidence that we had 10 minutes ago because we've allowed that to happen, okay? So you have to practice telling yourself, no, I am not going to do that. And you have to do it every single day. I will not allow myself to get into my own head. I'm going to step into my own self. I'm going to embrace everything that I am. I'm going to own my own story. You know, I'm going to take a screenshot of this confidence reminder. I'm going to post that shit on Facebook because that means something to me. Okay. And I'm going to go forward through the end of the year with confidence, especially who we are as a team. All of us together, you guys. I saw so many people at this conference like that had amazing teams. And then I saw people that were like, I don't even talk to my upline. And she's here at this conference. I don't even sit with her. I don't even hang out with her. I don't know who her kids' names are. And it was a really big aha moment for me. It was so powerful to know that we are like Red Rover, okay? You're playing Red Rover. You're like, Red Rover, send Jessica right over. And we have your left and your right side. You guys, we all struggle. We're struggling all together, but we're doing it as a team. And if you are going to try to struggle alone, okay, I'm telling you right now, those valleys are going to be real heavy. Those valleys, if you're trying to struggle alone. But guess what? When you struggle together, those peaks are that much more important because we get to celebrate together, okay? And most of all, you got to be confident in this team. You got to understand that confident in Beachbody and what we have to offer, confident in yourself as a team, and confident with you as a coach. And those are the three things I'm going to talk about moving forward with how I want you to start thinking about your posts, okay? Because you're all in a 21-day what to post group. I've told you that. you have all these different trainings that I'm giving you, but it's like, okay, how do I pull this all together? Because a lot of times the trainings are, you know, a lot, and it's heavy, and you don't really know, like, you know, like if you look at the back office, you can do like 50 different things at once. So I was listening to this call that it like literally blew my mind. And that doesn't happen a lot, because I listen to calls sometimes, I'm like, that's too much work. I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Or I get stuck in my own way. So the call was based on, how do you find business-minded people? Who wants to find more business-minded related people? Okay. So what she talked about when I'm talking on this call is, and I'll have you follow her at the end. Her name, I don't even know her name. Oh, I should write down her name. I'll get her name in a second. She's in my 5-star group, and she's like killing it and building a ton of business-minded coaches. So what she talked about is, a lot of people try to recruit everyone, like the 100% of people. And we've talked about reaching your avatar and trying to reaching out to those people. But like, you want to start reaching the self-starters, the motivated people, the people that have vision, the people that, you know, have this amazing work ethic. And that's like 2.5% of the population, right? And then there's 25% of the population that are like self-starters, and they're work hard, but they're full plate, and they're going to ease into it, and they will be a good coach, but you just have to kind of work with them. And then all the other people, you don't want to work with those people, because if you want business builders, you want to work with the top of the bell curve, right? That's what we're talking about here. Okay. So number one, I'm going to give you some tips, what she talked about. Number one, I want you to take a critical look at your social media tonight. Okay. And I want you to ask yourself a few questions. Are you marketing yourself as a business leader? Okay. If you are, you will have 2 posts a week, at least, talking yourself as a business leader, like what you're doing in this business, what you're doing for your team, how you're becoming a better leader, talking about what you're learning on personal development. Because if you're not talking about it, no one's going to look at you as a leader, right? So 2 posts a week. Okay, number 2, do people know that you have a team? And a team meaning an entrepreneurial family. Okay, I like to talk, she was talking about how she doesn't just say I have a team. She talks about like a tribe of like-minded women. She changes her wording, and she posts about that at least 2 times a week. And it's not about like this big old long drawn out post. It's about getting creative, like hashtagging certain things. Like if you get off a phone call with someone, one of your coaches, just talking about that and just posting about that. Okay, number 3, do people know you can help them build a business? If you've never talked about it, no one will ever know. And I was like, ding, ding, ding. Like when she said that, I was like, oh shit balls. Like I haven't been doing that. Like I don't, because I get scared, and I'm just going to be vulnerable. Like I get scared. I don't want people to think certain things of me. And then I'm like, what the hell am I doing? Like I've made it this far. You can be successful, and you know, people want to know that you can help them. So, you know, you want to make it approachable and fun, and like, so that your posts are like, hey, yeah, tell me more. But they need to know that you help other women or men, whatever, and you build a business from home. They need to know that you do this in your free time. They need to know that you reference it and you integrate it into your life. Okay. And they need to know, you know, you need to invite to the sneak peeks. Like next week, we're having a sneak peek. I should be seeing a post up here in the next couple days for the sneak peek. Okay. And number 4, you want to focus on why, more than the how. Okay. So like a lot of people have unmet needs and a reason they come to your page. Okay. Let me give you some ideas of why people come to your page and maybe why people come to certain pages. Community of team. Okay. People like feeling part of a team. Belonging to a group. Why do you think sororities are so huge? Because we're cool, right? Like I wasn't part of a sorority, but like you get that. Like people like to belong to something. So like a fitness, they would need fitness accountability. Okay. They want to increase their income. They want you to add value to them because you're fun. And then like something called a sense of industry, which is like you offer hope, you offer purpose, you give them a cause. Okay. And it was just like, oh my gosh, like it was like a light bulb moment going off in my head that like, I'm not doing that. And she talked about posting 2 times a week about, and when I look, so I took a critical look at my social media, and I do a really good job speaking to people's emotional side, right? I do a pretty good job of that. I think that's my strength. Like I can get to the nitty and gritty. I can get someone to like start crying after my post. They tell me that, okay? And I appreciate that. But I don't talk about the business as much as I need to talk about it. So you're going to see a big shift. And I'm telling you this to keep me accountable, because you're going to see a big shift in 2 times a week emotional posts, because I can't take that away, because that's who I am and I need to do that. 2 times a week of like talking about like how I'm building a successful team. Like tonight would be an example of one, talking about your guys' leaders, like making that post about, you know, how Beachbody's done this different organizational ladders. That shows people, I mean, and 2 times a week about how I can help people build a business. And you got to get creative with this. It's not like I can help you build a business, period. You know, like obviously you got to start talking about like what are successes are happening on your team. And if you don't have a team, like what vision are you seeing about your team? Like you got to start acting, talking, breathing, sleeping like you're a 15-star before you're even a diamond. Because diamond, people think of diamond and they're like, oh my God, I can't make it to diamond. Like diamond's just a stepping stone to the next thing. You really, if you want to be a successful coach, you should be thinking about 2-star. Like build, like who are you going to get in your organization that you're going to help build to diamond? You got to stop limiting your beliefs, stop limiting yourself, stop telling yourself that, oh, diamond's so hard to get. This is like, I can't get, like, stop it. People make a diamond in 14 days. You can make diamond tomorrow. Like, I kid you not. Like, and I'm getting so worked up about this because like, it was so an aha moment to me that like, I was like, God forbid, like I haven't been posting about this stuff. So I want you to take a look at, I'm going to share my screen if I can get on let me see. Oh, goodness. Is it here? I just wanted to show you one post. Okay, that's not going to work. Why is it not there? Oh, that's okay. Click out of here. Can you guys see any of this? Probably not, because I didn't share it, huh? Let me share it. Share screen. Share screen. Okay. Can you see this? Do you see Brigitta's page? Yeah? Shake your head, yes. Okay, so I'm just going to go to my page. So I made this post. And like I said, I speak to people's heart. It took me a little bit, but I thought it was a pretty good post. So I hate to use myself as an example, but I have no one else to give an example right now. So I'm just going to use an example. So I saw someone post this picture, food for every good selfie, there's 47 failed selfie ones, right? So someone just posted that, and I'm like, you know, a good post would be like showing different faces and doing that, okay? But then I thought, oh, I'm going to take it to another level. I just learned that I need to start talking about my success in the business and how I'm helping people. So I wrote it all out, and then I added this paragraph right here, which the #1 compliment people give me, I'm real, I'm authentic. And that was super hard to post because I didn't want to talk about myself. I don't like talking about myself. I don't like giving myself like the mojo, but I did that for a reason, because then I said, and you know what helped me become more like that? Being a coach and owning up to so I talked about the coach opportunity without saying, hey, come join me, I'm a coach. And then I said, owning my own business and helping people understand that we all struggle, sharing my story. And so like that is one of my examples of the 2 ways that I've showed people. One, I'm being more authentic and more real. And I thought, what a better way to show people that Beachbody, and if you read my post, it's kind of interesting because I talk about that. I just read an article that people feel like they're living a fake life. Like they're on Facebook and Instagram and they create all these fake accounts with their perfect selfies and their perfect selves. And obviously I don't have that because look at my house, but like these perfect little homes. And I even read this one part of the article was about this food blogger that literally like only filmed in one corner of her house that was perfectly clean, and she had to have certain bottles of water and she had to put things certain way. And then if you looked at the other side of her house, like she's a nightmare and she's super depressed and all these different things because she never, like she's trying to live up to the standard of perfection. And it was a really good aha moment to me that like we spend all this time on social media and we are doing ourselves and we're doing everyone else an injustice to not share our insecurities and to share people our stories, because then people look at you and go, oh my God, how does Christine go to school teaching? How does she have all these soccer games that she goes to? And oh my God, she got up again and she worked out. This is ridiculous. Like she doesn't mess anything up. Like no one wants that. I'm sorry, Christine, no one wants that. So you start to ask yourself, what the hell is wrong with me? You don't get the followers, okay? So I want to start attracting people that are like me, but people that know that I'm going to be successful in this business. So there's going to be a change of shift of I have to start talking about my success in the business. And with you, you do too. You have to start talking about that you're creating like-minded people in your organization, that you're building successful challenge groups. You have to start talking about yourself and get over it. Like you have to. If you don't, because you think you're scared of what people are going to think of you, then you're never going to be successful in this business. You're going to continue to be fake and worried and just like, and there's a thin line. Like, I'm not saying like brag about yourself. I'm just saying give yourself some props when you can. Does that make sense about that post? Like how I wrote, like literally, so I wrote it out and then I was like, oh my gosh, like I need to add this in there. And it was hard for me to write this paragraph because I don't want people thinking that I'm like, oh, thank you, Kiana, for talking to me, having a bad day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Your life must be perfect. But I tried really hard to portray that that's not what it is. And in in less than 30 minutes, I have 42 likes and 3 comments. And it's not about a number, but I'm just telling you, people care. Does that make sense? Like people are watching you. And whether I get any comments or not, like I had 4, so I don't know. I haven't read them yet. Whether it gets people are not like, see, I've been there too. I just friended this girl. So a lot of times when I friend new people that I think would make good coaches, I try to make a pretty vulnerable post that they would like. Cause you know what I mean? Like I think, if I friend a bunch, like 10 new people at once, does that make sense? Okay. So the other thing I'm going to talk to you about is just focusing. We had this guest speaker at Leadership and he blew my mind. What was his name? Oh my gosh. I will get his name. I think his name was John. I don't even know. How do I not write his name down? That's horrible. I'm obviously really awesome right now. Okay. So he talked about that, and I talked a little bit about this in the video, but he talked that leadership is everything. That everything, listen to the sentence, everything rises and falls on the psychology of a leader. Okay? If you don't see yourself as a leader, who the hell is going to see yourself as a leader? You have to start acting and thinking and behaving like a leader, okay? And people are always watching you for doubt and fear and uncertainty. And if you have those things, how are you going to overcome those things, okay? Because we just talked about not having a perfect life. So we have all those things in our life, but how are you going to overcome them? Okay, so people are always watching you, seeing how you're going to react and what you do. And the number one job as a leader, write this down, is to transfer belief. Belief in other people, okay? Belief in your coaches, belief in your challengers, belief in that one person that's sitting on the couch that doesn't understand why the hell they're depressed, okay? That they can make a difference. Why should they make a difference? It's your job to transfer that belief, okay? And very few people actually do what they're going to say they're going to do. You're going to be that person that actually says they're going to do something and do it. If you are you are a Beachbody coach, okay? But beyond that, you're on my team. So I want my coaches on my team. When they say they're going to do a workout program, you better do it and finish it. Okay? When you say that you're going to work out and, you want to be part of something bigger, do that. If you want to become a better leader, start participating in our groups. You guys are awesome because you're on this call. I appreciate that. But out of 500 coaches, we have 10 people on this call. And I'm not calling out and saying all these other people are horrible. I'm just saying you're showing yourself that you're a leader and you're showing up. And part of that is me. Like I said in the beginning, I take ownership of that because the schedules has been all over the place. And as a leader, I got to do a better job with that. But that shows me, and it should show yourself, that you're trying to be a leader and you're wanting to learn and you're wanting to grow. So you need to pat yourself on the back and say, good job. And when you go to bed tonight, say, I'm doing good things. Fist bump. Fist bump. Okay? Okay, the other thing he talked about is you got to win in your head before you win in life. It is so important to protect how you think. I am telling you right now, the last 2 days I've been in a horrible funk. You would think I would go to leadership and I'd come home and I'd be like, all right, I'm pumped up. I came home and I was like, oh my gosh, all these things, these insecure, I'm so hard on myself. I'll be honest with you. I'm so hard on myself. And I started panicking because we're getting towards the end of the year and I've never been honest with the team about how important it is for me to be like not for me, but for us. I feel like for us to be an elite team. Yes, the elite goes behind my name, but I want to tell you why it's important to me. Because I know that inside your heart, you guys want this. Like you have a desire to help so many people. And I know like what that means to some of you. That means getting home from your kids, like not having to go to work and be away from your kids. That means helping your grandma that's like not healthy. That means helping your husband that's 50 pounds overweight. I know what it means. And I know how much that means to me. And it breaks my heart because some of you don't believe in yourself. And I can't do it alone. Like I can say, oh, you're a diamond and you're a diamond and you're a diamond and you're a diamond. But like I can't do it alone. And so I've never asked. And at the conference he said, you have to ask. Shame on you if you don't ask your team and tell them what's important to you. So I'm telling you that it's important to me and for this team to be known as a team that works together, that pushes each other and believes in each other, and to know that we don't have to be certain a look. We can all come from a different type of person. We can be 20 pounds overweight, super in shape, unmarried, married, have kids, no kids, and we can still show people that, why I'm getting to where I'm going, because I am amazing and I'm confident enough to help other people come with me. And that's what it takes. So I'm asking you to put your head down and get to work and to show yourself that you're worth it. Because no one is going to tell you that you're worth it. No one is going to get that inside your head better than you can. Okay? So you have to win in your head before you win in life. And a part of that is telling yourself that you're good enough. And a part of that is knowing that the most important person that you can work on every single day is the space in between your head. Is you have to protect that space. Okay? What you choose to focus on becomes your reality. So if you're telling yourself, I'm not a diamond coach. Why is all these people diamond coaches? I can't attract coaches. I can't attract challengers. What's going to happen? Like, that was me. You guys, I'm at 4 points. I'm an elite 5-star diamond coach, and I have 4 points right now. Because it's a lot of times in your in this business, it's easy to get caught up. You get caught up in points. And then I had to take a step back. I had to tell myself, whoa. This is not about points. This is about changing people's lives. And that you are good enough. You need to understand that I am good enough. And I'm telling myself this, Kiana, you've helped this many people. You can do it again if you just continue to tell yourself that over and over and over, and you put your head down and get to work. And if you're passionate enough and you believe in it. Another part of it is I came home from leadership thinking that like it's hard for me to and she talked about this on the National Wake Up Call. In all people's eyes, I'm successful. Like in everyone's eyes, I'm successful in all means. Like I make a good amount of money. I have a pretty good team. We have awesome people on this, like from the outside looking in. But like, I feel guilty sometimes, like with how much money I make. I feel guilty. And I'm like, what's wrong with this? Like, I want you to make money like me. And because you guys deserve it. And I feel guilty. And so I have to get past that, because guess what? I am worth it. I've worked a lot for this, and I know that, and it's hard for me to share that with people. And it's hard for me to tell people that, but I know that I'm worth it, and I just want you to know that you're worth it too, and that you can get to that point, and that who am I to take this away from someone by not sharing an opportunity? And that's what I've been doing the last 6 months. Is I haven't been sharing it as much because I've been so scared that people are going to look at me like all she wants is more money and all she wants is more things, and that's not who I am at all. And so I had to have a come to Jesus moment, and I'm working through it right now, obviously, because I'm an emotional mess. But I know that I'm worth it, and so are you. I'm over crying, I promise. Oh my holy smokes. Okay, I'm over crying. I just need to stop, seriously. Okay, so you're worth it. This is the bottom line. I'm worth it. And even the biggest thing that came out of this conference is what he was saying is that, like, it doesn't matter what level of success you are, you still struggle, and you still have to work on yourself, and you still have to work on the space in between your head. And if you're waiting for certain circumstances to happen in your life, it's to change where you're at, like to be happy, it's never going to happen. You have to change things in your life. You can't wait. Okay, you can't wait for if my husband only did this, If I only got 10 more coaches on my team, I'd be happy. If I only made it to 3-star, I'd be much happier. Do you know what he said? That was the biggest aha moment in my life, which is so true. Money and success only makes happy people happier, and bitter people more bitter. It does nothing except amplify what your feelings are inside. So don't wait to feel a certain way, or once I get here to be a certain place, okay, that things are going to change. You know, you have to act how you want to feel sometimes before you feel that way. And you have to tell yourself, every day is a great day, okay? Approach situations not as a crisis, okay? It is not a crisis if the back office is down. A crisis is if your child is in a car accident and you're running down the street trying to get help with him. It is not a crisis if the PIO link does not work. Do you know what is a crisis? If your husband has cancer, okay? You got to start thinking of things. You got to be a leaders think of different ways to react and to think and to combat certain things. So life is about embracing adversity, okay? And it's all about how you respond to things, and it's all about how you allow yourself to think, okay? So you got to show up every single day, and you got to get better every single day, okay? And you got to, he said this one sentence, which was pretty awesome. You're either green and growing or you're ripe and rotting. And I just want to ask you, which one are you? Are you green and growing or are you ripe and rotting? And you know what? If you're in this business right now and you're on this phone call and you're like, I want to be confident and I want to have better things in my life, I just don't know what's happening. You got to look for a reason to get excited. Like, start a new program. Reach out to someone on our team and be like, can you be my success partner? You know, find something new that's going to get you excited and passionate. And turn your fear into fuel. And when you do that, when you turn your fear into fuel, and you say, you know, this scares the shit out of me, but I'm still going to do this because I'm going to get up every single day. I'm scared. I'm so scared to do this program because I've done so many programs and they don't work. Well, quit telling yourself that they don't freaking work and tell yourself that it's going to work. Okay? All the fear, all the uncertainty, all the doubt, if that's all you think about, that's going to become your reality. And I promise you that. And that's what happened in the last 24 hours. I woke up. Yeah, that was yesterday. Today I woke up. Okay. You gotta allow yourself those feelings and then be like, okay, how am I gonna deal with this? And the very last thing I'm gonna say about leadership is that they had a panel of top 10 coaches that got up. I'm sorry, I'm in the dark. I'm like so in the dark. That got up there. Anita Moran, Becky Brissett, and Amy Silverman, that all got up there. Amy wasn't quite on the same. She was talking a little bit about how she always felt like she had to try to be like everyone else, and then she decided to be herself. But all these people that like literally broke down in tears. Like Anita literally said she almost had a mental breakdown last year. She's clinically depressed. She has OCD. Yep, no one knows that on Facebook. No one knows that on the internet because she chose not to talk about that. And it was breaking her, just what I talked about. It was breaking her inside. And so she decided to come out last year and share it with her team. And now she's working on it and she's doing better. And it's okay. Those things are okay, you know? And then she found out like 17,000 people on her team were on Celexa and all these different things. She was like throwing out all these medications, but you get what I mean? Like we're all just the very last thing that when you think about is we're all trying our best. So just try your best, put your blinders on, and don't worry about what anyone thinks. And that's what this conference was about. You know, it was about embracing who I am and learning to love all of me. And the very thing that I was getting lectured on, be yourself, you know, I caught myself looking around and trying to be like everyone else. I don't want to be that way. I want to be like myself. I want to be able to go to a conference in my, you know, I don't know, pajamas and not worry what people think of me if I had to. I didn't, but I'm just saying. Do you know what I mean? Okay. And I'm just going to let you know, next week, in 2 weeks, we will have an upgrade. So that it will be it will be no time frame, so that you can, like, for me, the most important part is going to be at the end of each call. I'm going to give 10 minutes of questions and just talking to people because I don't need to hear my own voice all the time. Like, I really don't. Like, I'm tired of hearing my own voice. I really want you to know that the reason I unmuted you all, the reason I do this is for you guys. It's not, it's and because it makes me become a better leader, but because I like to get face-to-face with you. Can you see me? I like to get face-to-face and just for you guys to know that I care, okay? And I'm not going to apologize for my tears, but I will apologize for my lack of absence when it comes to, you know, kind of organization. I'm gonna do better. That's where my weakness is, and I'm gonna get better at that. Okay, so I own it, and that's all you can do is own it and get better. All right. Any questions? Any comments?
Love you.
I love you too, guys. Thank you for being on the call tonight. Tracy, I met Tracy at Leadership.
Hi, everyone.
Tracy thought I was drunk. She thought I was drunk because I had a garden with my tooth on it, and I can't talk with it in. And I was like, "Hi, Tracy." Like,
she had a lisp, and she was so friendly and so excited. I was like, I think.
Oh my God, she's drunk. I wasn't drunk at all. I was lisping. I was excited. I'm a hugger, so if you meet me, I'm gonna hug the crap out of you. Yeah. Okay, but seriously, is someone farting, or is that like? Is that him farting? Oh, is she farting? Is Tyler farting?
No.
My dog.
Oh my gosh, that's
Sounds
hilarious.
like someone's snoring.
It does.
It's my French Bulldog pug mix.
Oh my God.
She's right there.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so at the end, hey guys, I want to see. I'm going to post the link, the recording in the call on the team page, and each one of you are going to post a picture of your alarm that you set. And your alarm is going to say either be more confident or become a more, or be a badass, or I am a badass. You can do a positive affirmation, or you can just do a reminder, but it has to be set for now, forever. Don't ask me when to stop it because you're not going to stop it. You're going to set it forever. Repeat it forever.
Yes.
And do it at a time that you're awake. So it's not going to be like your thing that wakes you up. It's going to be like something that you can like have it at lunch where you're like midday, or like I do it at 9 a.m. because I'm up and it's like either I got it or I don't, you know, and I'm like, okay.
Awesome.
Okay. So I want to see it below on the comments. I'm going to try to upload this tonight. All right. And then I'm going to ask for your guys' biggest takeaways, and I need you to participate as leaders. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Because you guys are the leaders. You guys are our future. I can't do this alone. I don't want to do this alone, and I love you guys, okay?
Okay.
For sure. Thank you so much for this.
Night.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you. Good night.
You're welcome. Good. Bye, guys.
Bye.